Guys, just want to kind of go with you, chronicle the trip we took. Did a 3-day trip up to Shenandoah National Park with my cousin Rich, and basically he kind of mapped out a trail map for us, which is basically similar to the Shenandoah Loop. We did a little variation of it, but basically we started up on Skyline Drive at the upper White Oak Canyon Falls parking lot near Skyland. And from there, basically, that was where we're going to exit out of the park. And basically, what we did is we cut across Skyline Drive, went up Skyline Drive, went up towards Skyland, and picked up the AT and headed north on the AT. And we went on the AT for so many miles, and then we took the Corbin Cabin cutoff trail, and that took us down through Nicholson Hollow. And then we picked up the Nicholson Hollow trail from there, and we took that all the way out and camped at the end near the end of Nicholson Hollow Trail, and that was our campsite for day one. And then day two we picked that up and stayed on the Nicholson Hollow Trail to take us over near the Old Rag parking area. So we came close to that and basically got on the Ridge Trail, which basically takes you up Old Rag Mountain. There's a rock scramble, several rock scrambles up there. It was something that was pretty interesting for sure. Some places I had to belly crawl with that 30-pound pack on my back to get through some places, and then other places I don't know that I could have got through without any help with that pack and everything. But anyway, went up over Old Rag, down Old Rag. We got the bottom of Old Rag. We took the Berry Hollow Fire Road Trail, or Fire Road really, and then we took that further south to get us all the way to the lower White Oak Canyon parking area. And we entered White Oak Canyon at the bottom there and went in, and we found a place to camp on day two there. And so day three was the hike all the way from the bottom of White Oak Canyon all the way to the top parking lot up on Skyland Drive. So it was after Old Rag on day two, that hike out of White Oak Canyon was pretty tough on this old guy. So anyway, going to chronicle this for you, and so you can kind of see what we saw out on the trip, see how it went, and so this video will be day one, and we'll pick up with a day two and a day three video here in the next couple of days. All right, we're up here in the Shenandoah National Park, getting ready to head out on the trail. Got about 24 miles we're going to do this week. It's about 48, 49 degrees out, a little drizzly. Tons of fog out here, so we came across Skyline Drive and looked at all the overlooks, and there was nothing but white out there. So we're fixing to hit the trail, we're fixing to get our packs on and hit it, and we'll see what we see. Alright, fixing to head north on the Appalachian Trail, go to Nicholson Hollow. We're going to do this big loop around about 24 miles here with my cousin Rich in Pennsylvania, and it's probably about 48, 50 degrees out, foggy as can be, so cool out, but we're gonna hit it, see what we can see. Hitting it on the AT here, doing pretty good so far. Still a little drizzly, a lot of fog out here. Never been up here in the Shenandoah Mountains before. Usually spend most of my time in the Smoky Mountains and down in South Carolina. But the trail's very well laid out. I've already seen some turkeys, saw a big old longbeard back there, and some deer bedded down. They say there's a lot of bear in the Shenandoah forest here, so maybe we'll be able to see some of that. But we'll see how it goes. So far, it's a really nice hike. It's enjoyable. The weather's been good. It's been cool, so I'm enjoying that. And we're making our way. Here's the trail as it lies before us. It's a lot rockier than I was recognizing or thinking about coming through here. But we're still on the AT, a couple miles in on our trip here. But again, we got still a lot of fog, so it kind of gives a surreal look to the weather out here. So overall, it's pretty cool. Got these really cool outcroppings here. It's pretty neat. Here's the trail we're on right here. Heading down through, you can still see the fog out there. Just came out on this rocky overlook here. Kind of see down there. This is just really cool here. It's just so foggy.
can't see what's going on out here, because it is literally as white as can be. There's nothing we can see out here. This down below us here. Just came over that rise right there. Pretty cool. Here I am, so see down below me there, nothing but fog. Alrighty, so we started off at the Upper White Oak Canyon parking lot. We hopped on the AT and went north for a ways, and went by Stony Man Overlook. Really foggy out there and everything. So we're all the way up to Corbin Cabin now, and we're gonna cross over Skyline. And, my partner's back here making all kind of funny gestures and whatnot. But anyway, so we're gonna head down the Corbin Cabin cutoff trail down to Nicholson Hollow, and that's where we're gonna be camping tonight. So that's our game plan. So far we're doing so good. Weather's still cool, and we're doing it. So we'll see y'all later. So going down Corbin Cabin connector trail here. Oops, I just dropped what I found. I was gonna show you. So hang on a second here. These are fox grapes that are on the trail here. There's several grapevines above us that we've been seeing. Some of these clusters are falling. A little bit dried up a little bit, but overall they're not too bad. They got a little pid seed in them. Tastes a little bit like a muscadine. And I'm sure the bears love these things over here for sure. So anyway, so nice little sweet treat on the trail. All right, so we're probably about 5.5 miles into our trek here, and I got to tell you, as a deer hunter, I'm looking around. You know, back in South Carolina, I'm looking all over for, you know, where the white oaks are dropping and find a spot where the white oaks are. That's where deer are going to be. I couldn't tell you where to set up here, because I'm talking every inch of this trail has been covered with acorns, pig nut hickory. I mean, just unbelievable. And just look at the size of these things that I've got here in my hand. Just look at that. Look at these things. These things are all over the ground, for crying out loud. I mean, these are monster acorns out here. So there's just a smorgasbord everywhere you look out here. So anyway, we'll share some more with you later. Yeah, so here we are. We've been coming down that Corbin Cabin trail, and I'm telling you what, I was rough on the knees, because it was like straight down for like forever, and just kind of wearing on my left knee for quite a ways. But down here now, we're got the creek water up, got the Corbin Cabin on this side of the creek over there, and apparently this is the old shed that he had here. Kind of give you a look at it here, and it's seen better days, but it's left over from days gone by. So still neat construction and everything else. The way they used to do things, pretty neat. Alrighty, guys, we're making some progress. We just got the, I guess it's Corbin Creek we're sitting around here, and it's a nice little creek here. Cabin's up behind me. Stopped, had a little break to eat. Well, here's Corbin Cabin. Doing some filming, my camera cut off for some reason, but this is Corbin Cabin. We just came up from the creek bottom there. I was just on the other side of the creek there. It didn't film me crossing or anything, but we're still following the blue trail markers, the blue hazes. This is the old cabin, just sitting here nestled up in the woods, out in the middle of the forest here. So anyway, pretty cool to see. Alright, we're still on the Nicholson Trail. Just got some cool walking down the creek bed here, and just stuff you don't see till you get off the road, you know. It's pretty cool. Still waiting to see that bear. You know, you see a lot of bears in the Shenandoah Forest, but we've yet to see one, so maybe we'll see one before nightfall. Well, fixing to cross over the creek here. This is a pretty cool looking spot that we just came back down through. Hey Rich, there we go. Coming down off the trail. It's been coming down this creek. You see a couple of mini waterfalls up there, just some mini cascades and stuff. And then it looks like it's going to drop down a little bit lower. I can't really see it from here, but we got some runs to here. But we're going to cross the creek at this point and go to the next spot. Stand in the middle of this creek crossing here. There's boulders everywhere. Alright, so I got to that middle section there, and basically I took a spill. Holes came out from under me and went down on my butt, so I got wet butt and wet feet right now. So at that point I just walked across in the water and didn't even worry about it. So we're going to make sure Rich gets across here without slipping. He was speed walking. Here we are, crossing the creek. There's 3 of them here, coming down through this hollow. 3 creeks all converging on one spot. That's pretty cool. And they just head on down together. Pretty cool. Alright, getting the hammock set up here. I've got the Gemini underquilt. I'm fixing to, it's right now is a double quilt. I'm going to undo it all, and it's not that cold tonight. And basically what I'm going to do is go ahead and remove the second layer, the inner blanket castor, and turn it into the blanket, the top quilt with a foot box. So that's what I'm going to do here. Got our stuff here. We're getting things in order, and basically we've got our cook pots going here. Cooking on the stove here, getting things, water boiling here, getting ready to eat. So we're right down from a creek down here, and got a nice little area to set up in. So that's the game plan here tonight. So we're in this nice little hollow, and next morning we're going to get up and head up the trail that's kind of heading up the mountain there to see old Rag. Alright, just got done eating here, got my set up here. I'm going to show you something I did with my Gemini underquilt here. Got a tip after I put it online, and Zyder said, hey, hook something on here to hook on the guideline. So I just made took the gross grain, another little button, and lined it up so I can flip it over here just to keep my hammock spread out, or my underquilt spread out. And tonight, it's probably gonna be, I don't know, probably 55, 60 degrees tonight. So I'm doing the single Pollux underneath, and then the castor as the top quilt. So we'll see how it goes tonight. Looking forward to a good night's rest. We did about, I don't know, how many miles we do today? Did 10 miles today. So looking for a good night's rest on it.